Okay, hello, good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday. Pardon the ugly background. Okay, I'm actually in a classroom, so it's a bit messy back there. All right, so how are you guys doing? All right, where's everyone? Everyone is late again. Okay, anyway, let us just begin while we wait for everyone to arrive. Yes, hello, Brandon. Good evening. Okay, so yeah, where were we? So we are going to talk about our heart today. Okay, let's go back to our heart. Okay, I'm sure we have already finished this last week. Okay, what's your heart? So much paper, yeah. Okay, like I said, pardon the ugly background. Okay, pardon the ugly background. I don't know what's up with my PC today. It's a bit laggy. Okay, are you guys laggy? Something is wrong with my computer today. It's a bit, I don't know. It's a bit laggy today. I'm not sure why. All right, anyway, yes, hello Kajun. Welcome. Anyway, voice and video not sync. I also don't know why. Something is wrong with my PC already. Okay, anyway, we have done our heart last week, Okay, what's our left and right heart? Okay, left and right side of the heart, atrium and ventricle. Okay, what are the four vessels? Okay, hang on. Yes, Kaibo, hello. Why is everyone coming in? Okay, your class, 2 people kena COVID. Okay, normal law, right? Near you. That means are you close contact? Are you close contact? If you are, this one cannot avoid one. If you kena means you kena law, seriously. We have no way of running away from it. Okay, anyway, so what are we going to learn today? Okay, let's talk about our vessels today, shall we? Okay, this would be our focus today, our blood vessel. So you didn't come to school. Okay, I see. Okay, hang on. Why is everyone coming in one by one? Yes, Mabel, hello. Welcome to our Thursday class. All these people talk to each other first thing. Yeah, it's like, hey guys, join the party. Okay, join the party. I already kena once already. Okay, see when you all wanna kena lor. See when you all wanna join this COVID club. Okay. Yes, Chen say hello. I've not seen you around though. Are you from another class or are you new? Okay, anyway, so yeah, where were we? Hey, why do I keep interrupting myself? Okay, anyway, so let's talk about our blood vessel today. Okay, this is our focus today. So again, for those who just came in, sorry, my PC is a bit laggy today. I don't know why. Okay, anyhow, so we were talking about this last week. Okay, so when your heart pumps blood out, blood will come out from the artery. Okay, and then they will be connected to your capillary, and then they will rejoin and go back to your vein, and then go back to the heart. All right, wait, more people joining. Just a moment. Hey, why you guys have to come in one by one? You guys pack up already, is it? Okay, yes, Ashwina, hello. How are you? And yes, Yushen, hello. Welcome back to our Thursday class. Wow, goodness me. Let me guess, okay? There will be more people coming later. So you're one by one come in. You're from my class, is it? Oh, is it? Is it? Sorry, I couldn't recognize your name. Okay. Anyway, maybe okay. Yes, Hashwina, hello. You need to talk more in class, then I will take note of you. Sorry. Okay, anyway, so as I was saying, so we have learned this too last week, isn't it? Artery and vein. As we know, if the vessel is exiting the heart, it is an artery. If it is entering the heart, then it is called a vein. Wait, more people coming in, hang on. Okay, yes, Jeremy, hello. Hey, Jeremy, I haven't seen you in a while, eh? Is it just me? Am I having an illusion? Why I haven't seen your name in a while? Is it just me? Okay, anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, okay, as I was saying, artery is the vessel that is exiting the heart. and vein is the artery, sorry, the vessel that enters the heart. All right, so this one we know already lah, because last week we learned this in our this square heart diagram already. Right, okay, because I've told you blood vessel, artery is the going out one, vein is going out. Sorry for this is the Mandarin version lah. Okay, anyway, so what about this capillary? Okay, let's talk about this capillary. All right, so when your blood exits from the heart, they will cabang and go out. They will go to different parts of the body, and then they will go smaller until they reach the smallest vessel, which is your capillary. Okay, capillary. As you have learned this already, you can find capillary everywhere. You can find it in your lungs. Okay, you remember your alveolus, right? Your alveolus has capillaries around them. You can find this in your velus. Remember last year when you learned about the intestine, your intestine has this hair-like thing. They have blood vessel inside. All right, so your capillary is the smallest vessel you have. Okay, and they are responsible for exchanging. That means at this place you can give away your oxygen, you can take in your carbon dioxide. Yes, Rebecca, hello. Why is everyone one by one coming in? Oh goodness me. Okay, anyway, so capillary is the smallest. Capillary is the smallest. Okay, I want you to think of it this way. If you go back to here, okay, we are a double circulatory system. That means blood will go to your lungs to get oxygen, okay, and then they will come back to the heart, and then they will go to your body and to distribute the oxygen. So like I said, your blood is like a Shopee delivery system. You know your Shopee delivery lorry, okay, they will go to the seller and collect your parcel, okay, and then they will go to you to deliver you the parcel. Okay, to deliver the parcel. Sorry guys, again my PC is acting a bit weird today, so my video and my voice sometimes will not be in sync. I also don't know why. Okay, something is wrong with my PC today. Okay, so as I was saying, so this is the same thing. So when your blood goes to your artery and then they cabang out to the capillary, they will go to your capillary and then they will give you your parcel, and then they will rejoin the highway and then they will go back to the heart. All right, so exchange can only happen in the capillary. Okay, exchange can only happen in the capillary. You cannot do exchange here because artery is too thick. You cannot do exchange here. This is a main highway. This is a main highway. Your Shopee guy, your Shopee delivery guy, they will not pass you your parcel at a highway, right? Your Shopee guy, they don't go like, hey, I'm at this highway, can you come out and collect your parcel? Dude, why are you at the highway? I cannot come and collect. What the hell? They can only go to your Taman Road. Capillary is like your Taman Road. I'm sure you live in some Taman. Okay, so your Taman Road are the small roads, so they will go to your Taman Road and then they will distribute you the things you want. They will give things to you and then they will take away your rubbish and then they will rejoin the highway and then they go back to the heart. Okay, can you understand? So this is like your Shopee delivery system. Okay, so let's look at our artery. Let's look at our vessels one by one. All right, so since this vessel, your artery is coming out directly from the heart, right? When your heart pumps, it comes out from the artery. So the blood pressure here is very high. So please highlight this. Artery has very high blood pressure. Very high. Okay, because they are directly from the heart. That means if you slice into your artery, if you accidentally cut your artery, blood will spray out. Okay, blood will just spray out like that. Okay, hang on. Another person coming in again. Just a moment, guys. Yes, Savannah, hello. Welcome. Apparently, you are the latest person to join. For now, I'm sure there will be someone later. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, so if you cut into your artery, since your artery has very high blood pressure, your blood will just spray out. Okay, do you know where you have your artery? Okay, this is the main artery. Do you know you have this artery here? This is your main artery. If you happen to slice your neck, I mean, if you choose to kill yourself, if you choose to commit your suicide today, if you cut here, if you take a sword and cut here, your blood will spray out directly. Okay, your ceiling all will gonna your blood because the blood pressure is very high because it's an artery. It has high blood pressure. So this is why your artery has very thick and muscular wall. Okay, dinding yang tebal dan berotot. Why? Because they need to stand this pressure. They need to be very strong. Okay, it's like your water pipe. If you are using a water pipe and your water has very high pressure, you need a higher quality pipe. You need a thicker pipe. If not, the pipe will just burst. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say? All right, so this is your artery. And then when they go into the capillary here, so capillary is the smallest blood vessel you have. I think I told this before, right? Okay, how small is your capillary? Your capillary, one capillary is even thinner than your hair. Thinner than your hair, they are really, really stupid small. So they have the thinnest wall, they are 1 cell thick. They are this small. All right, so this is your capillary. Okay, guys, fun fact, something interesting. Do you know blood, your capillary can break very easily? Your capillary can break really easily. Okay, how? Let's say now, let's say you're walking. Okay, you can try this later. You run straight into a wall with your head first. Okay, okay, that would be a very stupid thing to do. Okay, if you run into a wall straight with your head first, do you know what's gonna happen? You will bang your head to the wall, and then the next morning or the next day, you will get a nice nasty bruise over here. Okay, you will get a bruise over here. You know what's a bruise? Okay, you know what's a bruise, right? Wait, how do you spell bruise again? Bruise, okay. It's called lebam, right? You get a bruise here, right? Okay, so what is a bruise? In Mandarin, it's called yu qing. Okay, in Cantonese, we call yu xu dai. Okay, so this is a bruise. Okay, so how do you get a bruise? Do you know what's a bruise? Do you know how does a bruise happen? Okay, a bruise happens when you have blood vessel near your skin. Okay, let's say this is your skin. This is your skin. If this capillary is very close to the skin, and if you happen to break this capillary, they will start to bleed. Okay, let me erase this carbon dioxide and oxygen first. Okay, they will start to bleed, and then they will pull underneath your skin. Okay, there will be a pool of blood under your skin. So this blood, they kind of look black and green and blue lah. That's why you get a bruise lah. Okay, so that's why you get a bruise lah. So bruise is just your capillaries breaking. Okay, you broke your capillaries either by, usually it's by running into something really hard. Okay, so internal bleeding is capillary bleeding. Yes, Yashwini, yes, you got it correctly. Okay, that means if you break something in your body, you break your capillary in your body, that's a bruise. That's your internal bleeding. Okay, so guys, internal bleeding is usually more dangerous than external bleeding, because internal bleeding you cannot see. All right, can the capillary recover? That's a very good question. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. This thing will recover. Okay, and few days later, your bruise will be gone. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys heard this before. Okay, how do you cure a bruise? If you happen to get a bruise, you get a lebam, you get a bruise, I'm sure your mom has her ways, right? Especially for Chinese, if you believe in this stupid Chinese sensei thing, they will take out some kind of the massage wine. We call it 跌打酒, the 跌打 wine, they will start massaging you. Your mom will say, oh, you have to press the blood clot away. Yes, okay. Definitely, I'm sure your mom tells you to do this. Okay, my mom, there's only two ways. If you happen to have a bruise, it's either she will ask you to press it away, or they will use egg. Okay, she will go and boil an egg, and then she will use the egg to put it on your bruise. My goodness, the thing hurts like hell. Okay, and it doesn't work. Okay, yes, okay, Jason, you got it correctly. You use ice. Okay, I'll talk about that later. All right, so do you know why pressing is a very stupid method? Do you know why pressing is a stupid method? Okay, let me ask you. If let's say in front of your house, there's a water pipe breakage underground. Do you know there are many pipes underground? If let's say now there's a pipe breakage underground, water is leaking everywhere. Okay? Do you think the person who is going to fix the pipe, they say, hey guys, bring in a heavy lorry, let's press this water away? No, it makes no freaking sense, okay? If you have a pipe breakage underground, why would you press it and make it worse? Right? Because if you have a bruise, you are already having a breakage here. Pressing it makes it worse, much worse. That's why I hate all these Chinese traditional medicine. It does not work. It's just a whole bunch of hearsay, and I would call it bullshit lah, because it really is. Okay, so it will make it worse. Yes, it will make it worse. So if you press it, this thing will get worse. What do you need to do? Okay, any St. John over here? Any St. John over here? I'm sure you heard of the method RISE, right? You heard of the thing called RISE, right? Okay, Rebecca, are you a St. John? How come you know? Okay, so what is RISE? Okay, if you happen to injure yourself, if you get a bruise, you need 4 things. Okay, RICE. Not RISE. You don't put RISE on your wound. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, number 1, R stands for rest. Okay, you rest your wound. Your mom used this method. Wow, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. Wow, that means she's very knowledgeable. Because my mom will usually ask me to press that stupid thing away. Okay. Okay, so number 1, you rest. Okay, number 2, I stands for ice. Okay, you put ice on your bruise. You know why? When you put ice here, let's say you put ice here, the blood vessel is going to close smaller. They are going to contract because you're cold one. So when they contract, you reduce the bleeding here. So you use ice. Okay, and then C, to make it bleed even less, you compress. Okay, you press it, you press on it. Not to press it like that, you press on it. Okay, but usually we don't do this. And of course, E stands for elevate. Elevate. That means if there's a bruise on your leg or on your feet, what do? When you sleep, you raise your feet up. Okay, why? Because when you raise your feet up, you reduce blood flow to that area, you reduce the swelling. So these are the 4 methods. Please don't use any stupid massaging method. It's already broken here. Why would you massage it even further? It makes no sense. Okay? Press the bruise and rub it. Yeah lah. Hey, you see, old people, they have this thinking. The more painful it is, the more bitter something is, the better it is for health. That's why old people say sweet food is not good for health, because sweet food is not bitter. You need to eat something bitter. Bitter is very good for health. You know what is bitter? Rat poison. You want to eat rat poison? Okay. You know what else is bitter? Pesticide. You know pesticide, right? If your farm has a lot of bad insects, you spray pesticide. Pesticide is bitter. You go and drink pesticide. Wow, good for health because it's bitter enough. You see, I hate this kind of stupid logic. Oh, and old people think the more painful something is, that means you're going through more struggle. It's better for health. Okay, so what kind of stupid logic is that? Oh, you want painful? Is it? Very easy. In the middle of the afternoon, the road is very hot, right? You go naked and you lie down there. Wow, good for health. Hot, painful. Very good for health. Do you do that? No, you don't. That's a stupid method. Okay. So my mom used to believe it. I mean, you can't blame them lah. They were taught this way by their parents, which is your grandpa and your grandma. So they happen to pass it down to you lah. Okay. So now, scientifically, I'm telling you, pressing on your wound doesn't help. Okay. You just need to ice it. Just ice it and let it rest lah. You'll feel fine in a few days. Your body is better than you think. This thing will recover by itself. They will repair these vessels by itself. You don't have to do anything. Okay, can I understand? So this is your capillary. Okay, so let's look at vein. Since okay, this is high pressure, right? Artery is high pressure, right? And then when I go into my small Taman Road, I distribute my oxygen already. I take in my carbon dioxide already. And now when I rejoin the highway, I become very slow. So all the blood in your vein has low blood pressure. The pressure inside every vein is very slow. Okay, so this is why if you cut into a vein, let's say you cut, okay, do you know there's a vein here? If you decide to kill yourself, you want to cut here, if you cut it here, the blood will just slowly bleed. Okay, compared to artery artery you cut this thing goes and then you die. But this, when you cut it, it's like it's just like a lame bleeding. Okay, so that's your vein because it has low blood pressure. So since the pressure is so low, do they need a very thick wall? No, the wall is very thin and less muscular and less elastic. You don't need such a strong pipe to tahan this pressure. Okay, since the pressure is so low, okay, the pipe just needs to be, easy and small. Okay, so do you just die but slowly? Yeah, if it's long enough, you still die. Okay, but it takes time If you cut your wrist and you bleed it out, maybe you will die in, I don't know, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. But it's less messy It's less messy So if you cut it here, if you cut your artery here, you will die in a few seconds. But it will be a freaking mess. It will be blood everywhere. Okay, your blood will spray everywhere. Okay, so the person who's going to clean up after you, they are going to hate you because you make their life much worse. Okay, so I mean, guys, don't kill yourself okay, if you need any help, please seek for it. Okay, come talk to me. Okay, come talk to me. Okay, life is not that meaningless that you have to kill yourself. Okay, anyway, so next, okay, let's talk about valves. Okay, do you still remember what's the function of a valve? Okay, your heart has valves, right? Okay, valve is to stop the blood from flowing back. All right, so your valve here, it does the same thing. All right, so do arteries need any valve? No, they don't need any valve because artery is already fast enough. The blood is so high pressure. Why do you need valve? Okay, the blood is not going to flow back. Not going to happen. So they have no valves here. Okay, capillary no valves too because they are so small. How can they have any valves? Whereas your vein, they need valves. Why? Because the blood inside here is very slow. So to stop the blood from flowing back, okay, they have valves, okay, to stop the blood from flowing back. All right, so next, lumen. What is a lumen? Lumen is the hole. Okay, this hole is called lumen. Please don't use the word hole. It's not accepted. It's called lumen. So as you can see, artery is very small lumen. Okay, that's why they have high pressure. Capillary has the smallest lumen because this thing is smaller than your hair. Okay, and then vein has large lumen because they have small pressure, low pressure. That's why the lumen is very big. All right, so about what they carry. Okay, if you look at arteries, can you see they are all red? They are all red in color. What does it mean? I think I told this already, right? Red means they all carry oxygenated blood. All arteries will carry oxygenated blood besides one. There is one exception. That would be your pulmonary artery. Do you remember this guy? Pulmonary is your lung, right? The vessel going out to your lungs. This one. This is the only artery in blue because they carry deoxygenated blood. So this is an exception. Let me repeat again. All arteries will carry oxygenated blood besides pulmonary artery. This is the only guy. And then if you look at your vein, it's the reverse. All veins are blue. Okay, all veins are blue. So they all carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, they all carry deoxygenated blood besides pulmonary vein. Okay, because pulmonary vein is the one that's coming back. Okay, that's the only one that's coming back. So this is red in color okay, because they carry oxygenated blood. Okay, so do take note, these two pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein, they are kind of reversed. Okay, yes, they still exist under the heart, but what they carry is reversed. Okay, so nothing really much to say here. This part is quite important, especially the first point. Okay, you have to know which vessel is muscular, which is less muscular, which carries high pressure, which carries less pressure. All right. Okay, I have something K-Bar to ask you. Okay, you see, I always like to go out of syllabus. I have something K-Bar to ask you. If you are a nurse, if you were a nurse today, if you are a nurse, if you are going to draw blood, let's say someone comes in for a blood test, you need to draw blood. where do you go for? Okay, do you draw blood from the arteries? Do you draw blood from the capillary? Or do you draw blood from the vein? Okay, so some says capillary, some says vein. Okay, so where do you draw blood? Where do you draw blood? Okay, do you draw at the artery? Okay, this is definitely no. You know why? Because this is too small. Too small. Hey, you know how this is like thinner than your hair? How can you draw blood here? This is too small. Okay, so that leaves us with vein and artery. Okay, there you should draw it here. Okay, so the answer is vein. Why? Because you see, like I told you, this thing is under high pressure. Okay, it's under high pressure. You can draw blood here, no problem. But when you poke into this thing, when you take it out, this blood will start spraying out. Your patient is going to freak out. Okay, you poke into the artery and then you take out the blood, start spraying everywhere, and then you say, sir, please calm down. How am I supposed to calm down? My blood is spraying everywhere. Okay, so you know where to go for lah. But won't the vein have a hole? No. If you draw blood before, there's a hole, yes. They will ask you to press on it. Okay, this is why after you take your vaccine, they will take a sponge and then they will put a sticker there. That is to stop the bleeding. Your blood will clot, right? So this is why after you draw your blood, they will give you a white color sponge and put it on. Okay, so this is why you draw it from the vein. Okay, so how do you find vein? Yeah, you guys got the tetanus vaccine, isn't it? There, I'm sure you got this white color sponge thing there already. Super pain, that means they hit your nerves lah. Okay, it depends on your luck lah. If they don't hit your nerve, you don't feel anything. But if they hit right on the nerve, it feels super painful. Okay, hey, I tell you lah, government nurse they are not that patient one. They are so underpaid, they are so overworked, they are not gonna give you they are not bullshitting you, they will not handle bullshit from you. If you want to be nice, you go private law. Private nurse very nice one. Okay, they will treat you nicely because you pay them higher ma. It's like that one. Okay, they just want to get things done. They are just trying to hurry it out. Okay, so you draw blood from the vein. You draw blood from the vein. Okay, so you might say, sir, how do they find veins here? Since it's so flat here. Okay, so have you drawn blood before? Do you know how they find veins? They will take a band and then they will tie it here. Okay, they will tie it here. And when they tie here, it creates this traffic jam over here. So some part of the vein will start rising up. Then they can draw lah. Okay. Oh, let me show you a technology. I saw this on Reddit today. Okay, I saw this on Reddit today, which is quite interesting. Then this is how they do it there's a technology, they use infrared. Okay, they will shine. You know what's infrared? The thing they point it to your forehead to detect your temperature. They point it to your skin. It shows you where the vein is. Whoa, interesting, isn't it? So this is a technology. Some of the hospitals they will use lah. Okay, and this is how they find your vein. Okay, but an experienced nurse, they can just close their eye. They will know where your vein is one. Okay, they draw like 100-something times of blood every day. You think they still need this thing, man? They close their eye. They also know where your vein is one. Okay. All right. So anyway, this is your vessel. Okay. Another question. Okay. Another question. Let me ask you something. If you were to administer drug into your body, okay, I don't care whether you're a drug addict or you're a doctor, you want to put drug into a person, where do you put your drug to? Do you put it at the artery, or do you put it at the vein, or do you put it at the capillary? So what is it this time? Okay, let me repeat my question. If you want to put a drug into a person, where do you go for? Do you go for the artery, or do you go for the capillary, or do you go for the vein? Okay, insert it to the arm. No, arm, the one is for vaccine. Different. I'm talking about emergency drugs. Let's say you go to the hospital, now you're having heart attack, you are having seizure. They need to give you drug fast. Do they go for your vein or your artery or your capillary? Artery. Okay, so anyway, do you know what's going to happen if you administer drug into your artery? Okay, let me tell you a little bit of story. Okay, I promise you story this week, right? Okay, I promise you story this week, right? Okay, I remember the doctor friend I told you. I have a friend who's a doctor. He works in the government hospital. It was spread everywhere very fast. Okay, I'll talk about that. Okay, so what happened was, okay, this friend of mine, he has a patient. Okay, he has a patient who is a drug addict. Okay, who is a drug addict. Hey guys, do you know drug addicts are very experiencing? They are very experienced in finding veins. If you were to ask someone to help you find vein, and you don't want to go to the hospital, you don't want to look for nurse and doctors, drug addict is your best bet. Do you know drug addicts, they are very good in finding veins because every day they inject themselves with drugs, what? So they know where to find the veins. So you think stupid people can be drug addicts? Drug addicts need to be smart too, okay? So anyway, so this friend of mine, okay, his patient, he's a drug addict. All right. So another friend, this drug addict has another friend. Okay, has another friend. So this drug addict friend, he's a drug addict too. Okay, you know what happened to him? What happened to him? There was a day he was trying to give himself heroin. You know what is heroin? Heroin is one of the strongest drug available. So he tried to give himself heroin. So where did he do it? Okay, you can either use this vein on your arm, but some advanced drug addicts, they don't like it because this is too slow. They want to inject heroin into their system. They want to feel it within seconds. Do you know where's the fastest way to inject? Here. Here. You see my leg, right? You see my leg, right? Your inner thigh here. Your inner. Okay, let me stand up. Okay, here. Inner thigh. This inner thigh here. Okay, you have a vein here that goes directly to your brain. Okay, so if you inject your drug here, they are going to shoot up to your head so fast, you will feel your drug within seconds. Okay, so this drug addict, okay, this drug addict, the drug addict's friend, which is another drug addict, so he injected heroin into himself. Okay, so look at those massive cars. Hey, stop it, Brandon. Okay, anyway, so the first shot he was successful. Okay, he looking sharp. Well, thank you. Okay, so he had the first shot and he found the vein. Okay, he found the vein. So the heroin kicked into his system. He felt the high already. He feels high. He feels happy. And then he was like, it's not enough. He wants to feel even better. He wants to feel more high. So what he did, he had the second shot. Okay, he had the second shot of heroin, and this time he wasn't so lucky. He hit the artery. Okay, why? Because he's high. He's like half high here. When you are high, how can you find where's your vein and your artery? But he didn't care. He just put his needle through and he injected into the artery. So do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? When you inject drugs into your artery, now you have all these drug particles in your artery. So when they travel to the capillary, these particles, they will jam up your capillary. Okay, these particles, they will jam up the capillary. So you know what happened? The blood flow cannot go through. The blood cannot flow through. So do you know what happened? When blood cannot flow through a certain section of your body, all the cells will start to die. Okay, all the cells will start to die. So this is what happened to him. He injected the heroin into the artery of his thigh. The things jammed up all the leg arteries. Okay, jammed up all the leg arteries. The next day when he woke up after the drug passed, after the drug has worn off, when he woke up, his whole leg turned black. The whole leg turned black because all the cells on one side of the leg died. Okay, every cell died because it's been hours, and it's like you cut off blood supply to your cells for hours. So what he had to do, he had to go to the hospital. They have to amputate his leg. Yes, they have to cut off his leg. They have to amputate his leg because basically his leg is already dead, because he accidentally injected it into the artery. So this is no joke, guys. Okay, this is no joke. When doctors they administer a certain drug. Okay, let's say now you are having a high fever. Okay, you're having a very high fever. When you go to the hospital, the doctor needs to give you something to bring down your fever. They will need to put the drug into your vein. Okay, because the vein will carry the drug back to the heart, and the heart will distribute this to around the body, so your whole body will get the drug. not just a certain section of your body. This is what happened lah. Okay, why they want to use the drug? Drug addicts, they cannot help it one. Drug addicts, they cannot help it one. So you see, why will drug addicts take drugs? That's another whole new topic to talk about. Okay, so Malaysia drug problem is quite serious. Okay, according to my friend lah. Okay, according to my friend lah. Especially in certain states, like he used to work in Malacca. He said Malacca's drug problem is actually quite serious. Okay, so do you know how do pharmacies in Malacca make money? They make money by selling syringe and needles to drug addicts. Okay, that's how they make money. Because they know if they don't sell it to you, they are going to buy it somewhere else. So some other pharmacy will make money too. So might as well they sell it to you. Okay, so every pharmacy in Malacca, they will sell you needles and syringes. They don't care. They just want to make money from you. So they don't really care. Okay, you want to go do pharmacy? Why you want to hire人like that? Somebody else hire人. Okay. Anyway, you have to go to church. Can you get a recording? Yeah, sure. Make sure you fill it. Do you have my number? You can WhatsApp me, or you can fill in the form, the request form. I will send a video to you. Okay. So you don't have my number. Hang on. You WhatsApp me straight lah. I'll send it to you. It's quicker this way. Okay, you have it. So you save my number. You WhatsApp me. I'll send it to you. Okay, can I? Right. Have fun in church. Okay. Anyway, so this is our artery, vein, and capillary. Can you understand? This is also very important. As equally as important as your heart. All right. So let's go to the next section. Let's talk about this double blood circulatory system. Okay, I'll just go through this real quick. All right, so as you know, our blood circulatory system is a double system because your blood flows through your system twice. Once is through the lungs, another is through the body. So it passes through the heart twice. So the first circulation passing through the lung is called a pulmonary circulatory system. Okay, I'm sure you have heard of the word pulmonary, right? I told you this last week, right? What does the word pulmonary mean? Pulmonary means lungs. So this circulatory system is the pulmonary circulatory system. And then what is the systemic circulatory system? Systemic means they pass through the system. They go through your body, your system. So that's a systemic circulatory system. Can I understand? So you have two names for the cycle. You have pulmonary circulatory and systemic circulatory. All right, really simple. You go to the lungs to give carbon dioxide and take oxygen, and then you go to your body to give oxygen and take carbon dioxide. I'm sure I have already mentioned this like a million times. I'm sure you already know by now lah. All right, so moving on, let's go to our blood pressure. Okay, let's talk about blood pressure next. Okay, this is something really interesting. All right, so your heart will go through two motion. Okay, I'm sure I showed you the heart movement thing last week, right? Your heart will go like this, like that, right? Okay, so when your heart goes up, the heart is contracting, which is called systole. Okay, if you want, you write it here. Systole is when your heart contracts. Okay, mengejut. When your heart pumps blood out. Can you see? Your heart contracts, blood is pushed out from the heart. That's your systole. And then when your heart relaxes, it pulls blood from the atrium. Okay, it pulls blood from the atrium. This is when your heart relaxes. Okay, mengendu. Okay, so your heart will go contract, relax, contract, relax. Systole, diastole, systole, diastole. Contract, relax, systole, diastole. So there's a special name for it, systole and diastole. All right, so I'm sure I told you this last week, right? Systole, diastole, you will hear loop doop, loop doop, loop doop. What's the loop doop sound? Loop doop is the closing of your valves. All right. So when my heart contracts and I push my blood out from the heart, so now the semilunar valve will open because I need to allow my blood to go out, right? So my semilunar valve will open, and to stop the blood from going back up to the atrium, my tricuspid valve and my bicuspid valve will close. So the closing of these valves, okay, you see tri and bi, I have 5 valves, 5. So since 5 valves is a lot of valves, so they create a very loud loop sound. Okay, a very loud loop sound because these tricuspid and bicuspid valve, they close. And then when they go to diastole, when your heart goes relaxed, it goes to, because loop to ma. So loop to. Just now the one is the loud one. Now it's the soft one. Why is it soft? Okay, when my heart relax, I pull blood in from my atrium. So my tricuspid valve and my bicuspid valve, they will open. Okay, now my semilunar valve needs to close because why? Because if I don't close here, blood is going to come back from this part here. Okay, just now I push blood out, right? Now I don't want that. I don't want them to come back in. So this semilunar valve will close. So now there's only 2 valves closing. Just now it's 5 valves closing. Now there's only 2. So there's less valve closing. So there's a softer loop sound. Okay, softer loop sound. So loud loop and then soft loop. So loop loop because 5 closing loud, 2 closing soft. So you see your heartbeat sound that loop sound is not the sound of your muscle moving. Okay, many people have this misconception. Oh, the loop sound comes from the movement of the heart. Movement of muscle doesn't create sound. Okay, when you go to the gym and lift weight, do you hear sound from the muscle? No. Okay, then if I'm lifting a lot of weight, then my muscle very noisy lor. No such thing, what? Okay, it's just the closing. It's your valves clapping their hand. So when the valves they close, they create this loop sound lah. Okay, wow, interesting, isn't it? Okay, so it's just the closing of a valve creating the loop sound. All right, okay, so let's talk about pressure, shall we? Okay, let's talk about pressure. Okay, you see, when you measure your blood pressure, okay, any of you measure your blood pressure before? Any of you have that blood pressure monitor at home? Okay, do you know what is it? Blood pressure monitor is that thing you wrap around your arm. Okay, there's a cloth that wrap around your arm, and then when you press on the button, the thing will go tighten, and then the thing will loosen, and then there will be a screen showing you what's your blood pressure reading. Any one of you have this at home? If your dad or your mom has high blood pressure, I'm sure they have this thing. Are there? You have this thing, right? There. I'm sure some of you do. Okay, so you see, okay, if you have you measured this before? Have you played with this thing before? When you measure it, it will just, okay, maybe you don't care. It just shows you a number and then you're like, okay, what does it even mean? All right. So do you see 2 numbers there? The 119 and 70, your blood pressure will have 2 numbers. They will have 2 reading. Okay, why do they have 2 reading? Because okay, let's just say your blood pressure is 120/75. Okay, let's say this is your blood pressure reading. This 120 is the systolic pressure, the systole pressure. The 75 is the diastole pressure. Okay, why? Because you see, when my heart contracts, I create a higher pressure. That's why it has a higher number. When my heart relaxes, I create a smaller pressure. That's why I have a smaller number. Okay, that's why you have 2 numbers. One is the higher systolic number, one is the lower diastolic number. So you have 2 numbers. All right, so for example, yours is 120/75. Okay, you might say, sir, then what is considered good? What is considered not good? Okay, let's talk about the standard of blood pressure. Oh, by the way, the blood pressure monitor just now is called a sphygmomanometer. Okay, you might say, what is this? Okay, we just call it blood pressure monitor. Okay, I mean, you go to pharmacy, you say, can I get a sphygmomanometer? They will just look at you, what's that? You say blood pressure monitor, everyone will understand. Okay, by the way, so how do you read your blood pressure reading? All right, so if your blood pressure is 120/80, congratulations, your blood pressure is normal. Okay, or around there lah. If yours is lower, it's even better. If yours is 110 something and 70 something, wow, congratulations, you're very healthy. Okay, low blood pressure when you are below 90 and below 60. Okay, very seldomly you will see low blood pressure unless your heart is failing. That's another whole new topic. But as long as you're 120 around there, 80 around there, your blood pressure is very healthy. Okay, so what happens when your blood pressure starts to go higher? When your blood pressure goes higher than 120, between 120 and 139, 80 to 89, you are considered pre-high blood pressure. What does it mean by pre-high blood pressure? That means you still don't have high blood pressure. You are still considered as okay, not the best, you're okay, but you are on the way there. You're on the way there. If you're already here, the doctor will ask you already, are you not eating healthy? Okay, what determines what causes your blood pressure to go up? It's either your diet is not good, you eat very fatty meal, you eat a lot of salt, you eat a lot of sugar, you know this lah, or your lifestyle is not good. You smoke, you take drugs, this and that, and then you don't sleep well. You see, sleeping affects your blood pressure too. And then number 3, do you exercise? If you don't exercise, you're just a couch potato, you just sit around and scrolling your phone every day, then of course your blood pressure is going to go up. And then of course the next one would be your stress. If you're under constant stress, okay, I don't care whether it's family stress, your friends stress coming from a friend, school stress, work stress, this stress, that stress. If you have too much stress going on, then your blood pressure will be high too. All right, so it must be one of it. Okay, what is causing your blood to go high? So if you still don't control your blood pressure, sooner or later you will reach high blood pressure. Okay, high blood pressure is when your systolic reading is above 140 and your diastolic is above 90. If you are here, you are high blood pressure already. You have high blood pressure. So what do? Doctor will suggest you change these 4 first. Okay, control your diet, control your lifestyle, don't smoke, sleep early, sleep more, exercise more, and manage your stress. You have to, because if you don't, this thing will just go higher and higher and higher. You will die soon. All right. So anyway, this is your healthy blood pressure. If you are curious, go home, get your blood pressure monitor and measure and see what's your blood pressure reading. Okay. And please, if you want to measure your blood pressure, do it in the morning. The moment you wake up, you measure. That's the most accurate reading you will get. It's like measuring your body weight lah. You measure your body weight first thing when you wake up. Right? You don't measure your body weight like halfway through the day because your body weight will just go up and down. That's not accurate already. Okay, can understand? Okay, so next let's look at pulse rate. Okay, so what is pulse rate? Pulse rate is a bit different from blood pressure. Okay, just now blood pressure is how hard your heart pumps. If your heart pumps very hard, that's higher pressure. If your heart pumps not so hard, then that's low pressure. But pulse rate is how fast it is. How fast it is. All right, so it's different thing. One is how hard, one is how fast. Okay, so let's look at pulse rate. All right, so what affects your pulse rate? Pulse rate, it depends on 4 factors. Okay, let's look at gender first, shall we? Let's not talk about physical first. Let's talk about gender. Okay, so I want you to write down something, guys. Please write this down. If your heart rate or your pulse rate is very low, that means your heart is stronger. Okay, the lower your pulse rate, the stronger your heart is. Okay, you might say, sir, why? Why is it lower better? You see, if my heart only beats 60 times per minute, yours beat 80 times per minute, mine is stronger because my heart only needs to work 60 times per minute. Your heart needs to pump 80 times. So who is better? Of course, mine is better. If I use 60 minutes to study to get an A, you take 80 minutes to study to get an A, I'm smarter than you. Right? Because I take less time. My brain is more powerful. Same thing. If my heart beats 60 times, yours beat 80, my heart is healthier than yours. My heart is stronger than yours. So that's your pulse rate. All right, so let's look at gender. You see, male is between 70 something heartbeat. Female is 80 something, 70 to 80 something. So you might say, sir, why is female higher? Because female heart is weaker. Male heart is stronger because male has lower heartbeat. So male heart is stronger. You might say, why is it so? Because you see, male has more muscle. Males has more muscle. A guy will have more muscle. Okay? If a girl has more muscle than you, then that will be pretty scary, isn't it? Imagine if a girl looks like this. Okay? She looks like a freaking Hulk. She will tear you into pieces. Okay, you don't fight with her. If she's your girlfriend, she's gonna rip you apart, like literally. Okay, see how. Okay, anyway, so as a guy, you have stronger muscle. That's why your heartbeat is lower lah. Okay, surrender. Maybe some people like it leh. Some people like it leh. Some people, they want their girlfriend to be very muscular leh. I'm not gonna judge. Okay, that's your preference. Okay, anyway, so let's talk about physical activity. Okay, the more active the activity, the higher the pulse rate. That means the more, I wouldn't say active, the more vigorous. Okay, vigorous. Okay, what does it mean? If you're just going for a jog, okay, let's say now you're just walking. If you're just doing normal walking, if you're just doing normal walking, your heartbeat is roughly around 70 to 80, maybe 80 plus if you're walking fast. When you're jogging, your heartbeat is around, I would say 120. Okay, 120 to 140. This is when you are gasping. You're like, but you can still talk. You can still talk. That is 120 to 120 to 140. But if you are running, you are like 190 to 200. Okay. If you are this, most likely you are running from a serial killer or something. Okay, someone is chasing you. Maybe a wild boar is chasing you. Some kind of dog is chasing you. Maybe a Russian big freaking grizzly bear is chasing after you. Then you better run. Okay, so your heartbeat will be like 190 to 200. At this point, it feels like your heart is beating out of your freaking chest. Okay, because that's like your maximum heart rate already. So you see, the more vigorous your activity, the higher your pulse rate is. Okay, so how about age? Okay, your pulse rate will decrease as you age, as you can see here, because you're getting older. Okay, when we get older, everything just decrease. Okay, your intelligence decrease, your height decrease. Do you know you get shorter as you become older? I mean, when you're like 60 something lah. All right, so next, body health. This one is not much of a concern. Okay, your pulse rate is less of a problem compared to your blood pressure. Okay, that's why you see people are always obsessed. They are always talking about blood pressure, blood pressure. Very seldomly you'll hear people talking about pulse rate, because pulse rate, it doesn't really reflect your body health. Okay, it's too low. Okay, if it is too low, then it's not good. Too high, it's not good. But as long as you are within that heart rate, 70 to 80, you are fine. Okay, so body health is not much of a concern. All right, so do not get confused. Again, blood pressure is how hard your heart works, and pulse rate, heartbeat is how fast your heart beats. Okay, it's two different things. Okay, very different thing. All right, so let's talk about maintaining a healthy heart. Okay, let me teach you how to live a longer life. Wow, I'm turning into a auntie, uncle, ceramah kesehatan already, isn't it? Okay, so aunties and uncles here, listen. Okay, yours are aunties and uncles already. If you want to see your grandchildren grow up, please listen to me here. Okay, can uncles and aunties? You all are uncles and aunties now. Okay, I'm the lecturer. I'm telling you how to live a healthy life. Okay, so why? Okay, first of all, why do you maintain your healthy heart? Okay, because number one, your heart is a thing that keeps you alive. Okay, a heart is a muscle. Yes, sure, it's not the most sexy muscle. Okay, wow, sir, bicep is very sexy. Wow, sir, tricep is very sexy. Wow, sir, abs are very sexy. Heart is not the most sexy muscle. You cannot show off your heart. Come, look at my heart, how sexy it is. No, you can't show off your heart. But hey, it is not sexy, but it is very important. Okay, because it keeps you alive. All right, so because it pumps blood, which transport nutrients, substance around the body. Okay, pumps oxygen around the body, glucose around the body, carries carbon dioxide out from your body. Okay, things like that. Okay, so this is why your heart is very important. Okay, so how do you live a longer life? Number one, reduce intake of salt, sugar, fats, and cholesterol. I'm sure everyone knows this. I'm sure all of you know salty food is not good for you, sweet food is not good for you, fatty food is not good for you. Right? Hey, you go and tell those people with high blood pressure, they also know one. Okay? It's like telling a smoker, do you know smoking is bad? Yes. Do you know smoking can cause heart disease? Yes. Do you know smoking can cause a pulmonary disease, lung disease? Yes. So why do you still smoke? Oh, I cannot take it. Okay, I have to smoke. You see? I'm sure 99% of the population know this is bad. Okay, but we still do it. Okay, McDonald's is bad, but you still eat it. Right, okay, we can't help it. All right, so try to reduce. I'm not telling you not to eat at all. Okay, you just reduce to a healthy rate. Okay, maybe once in a while, it's okay. All right, so you maintain good blood pressure and sugar level. Okay, this is basically the same point. Do not smoke, do not take drugs, do not take alcoholic drink. Alcohol is okay lah if you don't overdo it, but smoking is definitely bad. All right, you see, all these are just common sense. Okay, next, exercise regularly, at least 30 minutes, 5 times a week. You need 150 minutes of exercise per week. Okay, per week, 150 minutes per week. Is it a lot? If you're a couch potato, yes, then that's a lot. But for me, this is not enough. I exercise 2 hours every day. Okay, I exercise like 10 to 12 hours per week. This is a joke. Okay, 150 minutes per week is a joke. Okay, so 5 hours a week. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Okay, so anyway, hey, this is minimum, guys. This is minimum. For me, to be healthy, you need 6,000 to 10,000 steps per day. Per day. That means every day you should walk 6,000 steps to 10,000 steps. This is how you keep yourself active and healthy. If you can walk this much, you won't be fat. Hey, you know how much 6,000 is? You know how much 6,000 is? 6,000 steps is roughly around 4 kilometers. Can you walk 4 kilometers every day? It's like basically you walk to school and you walk back. I mean, if you stay nearby your school. Okay, so this is seriously not a lot. 150 minutes is not a lot. All right, anyway, so next, eat vegetable, fruits, cereal, seed, and high fiber. Oh, do you know fiber is very good for your heart? Okay, your step is 10,000. Wow, what, really, Brandon? Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so why fiber? Okay, cereal has fiber. Cereal has fiber. Okay, why fiber? Fiber, okay, number one, fiber helps you shit. You learned this last year already. Okay, but also fiber, they clean your blood vessel. Okay, if your blood vessel has like cholesterol in it, this is the cholesterol. You know this is not good lah. But if you eat fiber, the fiber will clean away this cholesterol, and your blood vessel will stay clean and healthy. This is how you live a long life. All right, next, sleep at least 7 hours daily. For me, 7 is not really enough. I would say 8 to 9. Because you see, okay, why do we need to sleep so much, sir? Because you see, when you sleep, your pulse rate and your blood pressure drops. Okay, just now we learned blood pressure and pulse rate, right? When you sleep, both of these, they drop. They drop for 8 hours so that your heart can rest. If you want to kill yourself, very easy. You try sleep 4 hours every day. You try to only get 4 hours sleep every day. If you only sleep 4 hours per day, that means your heart is only getting half the rest. Okay, 4 hours later, your heart still needs to work already. If you keep doing this long enough, trust me, you will have heart attack at 40. You are going to die soon. So guys, sleep deprivation is not cool. I don't know why some people, they're very proud. You know how much I sleep yesterday? Yesterday, I only sleep 2 hours. Why are you so proud? You should be ashamed. You should sleep 8 hours per day. This is not an achievement. Do you tell people, hey, you know how many times I eat McDonald's last week? I eat it every day. I had 7 times McDonald's last week. How is this an achievement? I don't understand. Okay, so please make sure you sleep 7 hours per day. Okay, please, guys, don't tell me, sir, can I sleep 4 hours every day on weekdays and then weekend, I sleep 10. I replace that sleep. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. Please don't do that. Okay, make sure you sleep equally every day. Okay, many people are falling. That's why because we are too busy. Okay, next, undergo heart examination once a year if you are really paranoid. Okay, and lead a stress-free life. Okay, I hate the word stress-free. We will never be stress-free, right? There's no such thing as stress-free. The only thing you can do is to manage your stress. Okay, manage your stress. If your stress is at a manageable level, healthy level, it's okay. Hey guys, you need stress because stress is a motivation, right? If you're going after a girl that you really like, and then suddenly there's another guy going for that girl, wow, you feel stressed already. If the guy is better than you, wow, now you step up your game. You make better effort to go after the girl. You see, the stress motivates you to do better. Okay, so please don't tell me, sir, for the sake of my heart, okay, I want to live a long life. For the sake of my heart, I don't want to take exam already because very stressful. I will slap you. Okay, please don't say shit like this. Okay, not Not valid. Okay, so anyway, manage your stress, guys. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna stop here today. Okay, just nicely we finish our 3.2. I know I couldn't go into the exercise today, lah. So if you have the time, please go back and do the exercise yourself. Okay, I shall discuss. Okay, lah. I know I skipped exercise for 2 weeks already, lah. Next week we will discuss exercise as well. Okay, so sorry for my yapping grandpa story again. Okay, but hey, I hope you learned something new today. All right, so that's it for today, lah. I hope you have a happy Thursday. I will see you again next week. All right, so take care, guys. See you next week. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.